What's up, everybody, and welcome to TippmanParts.com. My name is Stitch. On this video, I'm going to be talking about the 7-round magazine, item number 79, okay, that comes with the Tippmann TiPX and is compatible with a variety of other markers. All right, check out the links below in the description after the video for other videos explaining the magazine and its capabilities. All right. If you stick around, I'm going to show you a player tip at the end of the video and everything. So let me explain it real quick on how to load it, what it's about, and then I'm going to explain the inner workings with the open shell that I have over here on the side. All right. So let's move on real quick. All right. It's made out of plastic, two separate pieces that are basically clamshelled together. All right. You have one piece of plastic up here on the top that you need a flathead screwdriver to twist to separate the plastic to open it. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillip head screws that you have to remove before you try to do that with the plastic piece there. Alright. So now, the follower basically has two pieces of plastic on either side so that you can grab it to pull it down all the way into its locked position at the bottom, like so. Alright. You have a guard up here in the front, which basically helps the paintball rounds to stay inside the magazine as you're running on the field to go get that guy that you want to go get because he's that guy. All right. Moving on. So now you got the guard there, and it helps keep the paintball rounds in the magazine while you're running around on the field. Okay. Now, when you insert the magazine into the marker, okay, make sure that you always slap it in. You know, you don't got to go crazy, like basically like a handball slap. You don't have to slap it that hard, but, you know, you'll be on the field, so it'll, you know, be crazy. You just insert the magazine, give it a tap. Now, the magazine release the paintball rounds into the marker, and it's ready to fire if I had air in it and everything. All right, so now I'm going to press the magazine release right here. Right, and I'll actually show you what this piece of plastic connects to on the magazine. Now, if you remove the magazine while it's loaded and you didn't fire any paintball rounds, be prepared for 2 to 3 rounds to fall out of the marker. 1, 2, and that's it. Okay, cool. 2 to 3. All right, so let's pull this back down. Okay, now, when you put the magazine into the marker, and you see how it held in place, basically in a good position. This little notch right here on the magazine, all right, this little notch right here is where the magazine release connects and holds onto the magazine to keep it into the marker. All right. So now I explained the guard. Let's explain this little piece back here. This little guy back here basically connects with a plastic piece also inside of the marker up on the top in this area over here. Right? So it almost looks like the screwdriver. You know, it's a piece of plastic that sticks. And it's going to engage right here when you put it into the marker, releasing the spring down here and pushing the paintball rounds up and out. Right? So when you push this down, pay attention to this right here. When I push it down, this is going to move back. Okay, this piece here is going to move to here. You see that? All right. So that's how it works when it goes into the marker. All right, and then the paintball rounds come out, and because it's in there, it's constantly down, so they'll come out, you know, as you need them, as you continue to fire the marker and everything. All right. So now, let me talk more about the insides and why it works like that. Okay. This is the spring that's on the inside that goes right here. All right, so basically that spring that you see in there, that's what this is. Okay, it gets clamped all the way down, and don't worry about it, it'll be okay. All right, so this is the piece that you pull all the way down, and if you pay attention right here, when you pull it past this point, okay, you see how it gets back there and locks onto it. Okay, you see that whole setup right there? All right, so now when you put the magazine into the marker, like I said, remember I said it connects to this piece right here? That is this rod right here, okay? Which when it touches the rod pushes down. Now if you pay attention to here, I'm going to hold it with this so that way it stays down. So now I'm going to push the rod down. Pay attention to this whole mechanism. It's going to release the follower. So imagine if the spring was there, okay? So now I'm going to push it down, and you see how it pulls out of the way by itself? Alright? So that's basically how it works, and it lets it go up. Alright? At the same time, when that's pushing down, when the rod's pushing down, you have these two hooks up here. Let me remove this a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Alright? You see the two hooks up here? That's what holds on to this, just like that. Alright, so that's the guard up on the top. This piece right here is this guy right here. Okay? On the inside. Alright, so these two little hooks, when it pushes down, it pulls the guard back for you. Okay, let me put this back into place. And now pay attention to this area over here. Hopefully my fingers don't get into the way. So you pull down. That's how it sits. And then when you pull down, it pulls it down with it. Alright. There is a spring that goes here. I didn't want to put it in because it likes to jump out by itself. Alright, so I'll hold it in there and then push, pull. You see it? Okay, good. There we go. We got it working. Alright. So that's how it works. Alright. So now, real quick, thank you for hanging out and watching the whole video. Alright, so real quick, I'll give you the player tip. You have 7 rounds in a magazine. Say you're running the Tippmann TiPX. Take one of the rounds, drop it down into the breech. Make sure that it's in there. Alright, I hope you guys can see that. I have no idea if you can see that or not. Alright, I really hope you can. So it's all the way down in the bottom. And then insert your magazine. Alright, make sure that you keep your marker on a tilt upside down basically, and then insert the magazine. Now you have 8 rounds. They don't know you have 8 rounds, so they think you only got 7 off the, off the start. So you're good to go. You got that 1 extra shot. All right. Thank you for watching. Definitely check out the description for other videos, to links to other videos and everything like that. My name is Stitch once again. I hope this video helped you out. Later.